got a very special guest. I've got Audi in the house. The car companies come here, and the car pavilion has grown and grown and grown. But it's not about like, hey, here's our latest car. It's not a car show.
Yeah.
It's about showing off the technology of
Exactly.
the cars. And you guys have some of, I mean, if you think back to the 80s, you guys have had some of the leading technology in cars, right? And to this day, you have some of the leading technology.
Right.
Talk about some of the things you're showing off here.
Yeah, in fact, this is our 5th year going. We started in 2011 with our keynote from our CEO, Mr. Rupert Stadler. And basically what we presented was Audi's vision of a world that was emerging at the time. And we saw it coming and prepared ourselves in the first decade of the 2000s to connect the car completely internally. And what we looked at was, starting in 2010, beginning to connect the car to the external world. And that's what we've been working on. We offered the first broadband solution in the vehicle. We were the first to bring 3G in the car. We upgraded that to 4G and LTE technology in the car. We've had the services that have been built off of that. The first to bring Google Earth in the car. The first to bring Google Street View in the car. Google Voice Search. We brought Wi-Fi in the vehicle. And you can see that over the years, in the last 5 years that we've been doing this, a lot of other automakers have also followed into this space.
I think what's also interesting is if you look at Audis, whether you look at the A4, the A3, the A4, the A6, you look at the R8, what you notice, or the Q5, Q7, what you notice with Audi is that when you start to add technology, you seem to keep it simple.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to get clunky and cluttered and hard to use. But you guys are also talking about autonomous vehicles now. Okay, it seems like backup cameras and then adding other cameras are kind of standard at this point. You're talking about virtual reality stuff, you're talking about autonomous cars.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the tricks you've unveiled here.
So this year, we're actually taking the game a little bit broader. Our new strategic pillars for growth are electrification of the vehicle, autonomous vehicles and piloted vehicles, and connectivity or digitization. And what we're looking at is building on these 3 pillars to create a new generation of vehicles. So we have on display the Audi E-Tron Quattro concept. It's a battery electric vehicle, 300-mile range, gives you super looks. The interior is compelling, not only from the normal ways in which you look at it, but the fact that the OLED technology that we've brought in there completely eliminates the needs for buttons in the vehicle.
Wow.
The interior has haptic touch technology. The instrumentation is designed for an extremely comfortable feel, but at the same time, it is also progressive in the sense that as these vehicles get into autonomous mode or piloted driving mode, the driver has ways and means in which they can stay engaged.
Are you saying you have a Quattro, an all-wheel drive, car or SUV that can go 200 miles on a charge that's battery operated?
300 miles, yeah.
300?
Yeah, that's a concept right now, but we absolutely intend to bring it to the market.
I love that. I really am excited for cars that can get good range with all-wheel drive, with all the features. I don't want compromise. And people say, oh, 300 miles, it's not that much. How many miles are you getting out of a tank of gas, folks?
Yeah.
You're not getting 500, 600 miles out of a tank of gas. You're getting 2 to 3, maybe 400 miles out of a tank of gas, depending on your car. So it's not, this is great. I really like that. And then you're talking about autonomous. Now, what are you guys doing with virtual reality? Because we love virtual reality.
Yeah,
we're doing a lot of videos.
This is actually a new showcase. So we're actually showing how using virtual reality technology in a goggle set that you put over your eyes is a showroom concept where you can go in and it's like you're being at a dealership, but you can configure the vehicle exactly the way you want it to be.
I had this idea a couple years ago that I called, I forget what I called it actually, and I thought that I could, and I help spread the gospel in tech and in video production and stuff, and I do a lot of shows, a lot of these kinds of shows regarding broadcast and stuff, and I thought I could teach car dealers how to sell used cars through being able to make very simple, easy videos, and that would help. And then I said car dealerships in general should have videos that walk you through the cars and the features like you're at the showroom, so that when I go there, I already feel like I know Bob the salesman, or Jim the salesman, or Nancy the saleswoman, and I now am very well educated on the car, I thought it would be a good thing. So I like that you guys are doing that, and you're taking it further by making VR.
We have a whole new concept for a future of a dealership called Audi City. And this is where you can actually place these Audi City concept retail showrooms pretty much anywhere. And customers could be there as tourists, they could be there for an outing with the family, and walk into one of these showrooms, get a complete overview of the vehicle line that we have, even configure a vehicle, go ahead and even order a vehicle if they wanted to.
I love what you guys are doing. I really think this is cool. Is there a safety feature that sticks out in your mind that you guys are putting in that you say, this one's different?
Yeah. So this year, we're bringing in all the safety and security services into our connectivity channel. So the Audi Q7 that's launching has our Gen 2 system. And we have a lot of the traditional telematics systems that are built in. But what it's really doing is it's gearing up for the next generation, which would be launching with the A8, where we have piloted features or autonomous features in the vehicle. Now Audi uses the term piloted because we absolutely believe that there's always a driver in the seat, but there are situations where driving becomes tedious. And it's in those situations where you can let go of the steering wheel, let go of the accelerator and pedal, sit back and let the car do the driving for you. Traffic jam navigation is one example. And so that is one of the features that will be included in that. So if you think about the number of safety modules that have to be built in to build that kind of a feature in, I think that's probably one of the more compelling things out there.
That is very cool. How far away are we from this electric vehicle that gets 300 miles, Quattro? How far away are we from that?
We absolutely will be bringing it in very soon.
So a couple years, like 2 or 3 years, or are we 10 years down the road?
It is definitely, our presence at CES has always been about bringing vehicles or bringing concepts that we show either down to reality within 1 or 2 years. So
piloted vehicles too within 1 or 2 years?
Absolutely.
That you're talking about?
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow, very nice.
Now this doesn't mean that it's a vehicle that will drive completely on its own everywhere,
right?
But there are certain use cases, certain situations in which the vehicle can take over the situation.
I'd love to take a nap. Right now, actually, you have something for Audi that can do the rest of the show?
Why not? We might need to work on that.
I'm just kidding. I'm a car guy. You seem like a car guy.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention the A8 before, which is a wonderful vehicle.
Yeah.
I mentioned the R8. Do you have a favorite Audi?
Well, I am in love with the A7.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the design of the vehicle.
So it is a beautiful car.
It is a beautiful car. It is, one of the cars that has all the latest gadgetry and latest technology in there, but in general, from design, form, function, it is a very, very pleasing car and also a very practical car for a business professional.
Yes, absolutely. Now, what about growing up? Did you have a favorite car growing up? And you don't have to say Audi. You can say anything now.
It would probably have to be one of the cars that was in the shows, like one of the superhero cars.
So like the Batmobile? Or?
I think Kit probably stands out for me.
Yes, I love Kit. Kit was great.
Yeah.
And especially because my name's Michael, and his name was Michael.
That's right, there
I
you
was
go.
going to have Kit.
Yeah.
Kit was amazing.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. Are you based in New Jersey? I think you guys are based...
No, we're based in Herndon in Virginia. That's where Audi's headquarters is.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm part of the product management team there.
Very cool. Well, at some point, we're in Secaucus, New Jersey. We do a live daily show. Maybe we can make our way down to Herndon to do something special with you guys.
Absolutely, yeah, let's do that.
It'd be great. Thanks for coming on.
Nice to meet you, Michael. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.